Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ailey. If you're new, today's video is part of my little series where I'm doing a what to do and what not to do on the lead up to your beauty appointment and afterwards kind of thing. Today we're talking about wedding makeup or bridal makeup, you know, anything to do with that. Because I think a lot of people think that, especially if you've had a trial, you don't really have to do anything and then you just rock up on the day and somebody comes and glamifies you. The truth is slightly different. So it's not like you need to follow like a mad regimen or anything like that, but there are a few things that you can do on the lead up, like the week of your wedding, that can make our lives a lot easier. So I'm gonna go through them all with you, and hopefully if you've got a wedding coming up, or if you know of somebody who's got a wedding coming up, these little tips and tricks will help you. So yeah, obviously if you enjoy this video, I would love if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get in it. So the big day is approaching and you are sort of about a week out. Now I know a lot of people will be crazy busy, so there's a lot of things that you can do at home. Obviously if you're going to do something with your hair, say, and you've got prep work to do before the day, you're going to start doing it in advance. Well, it's the same with your face, if that makes any sense. You know, you go and get your nails done, you go and get your tan, you get, you know, if you're having a wee beauty treatment or anything like that, you have all that done. Now you don't have to go out and get facials, get Botox, things like that. You can, by all means, if you want to, you totally can, and it's a really nice treat on the lead up. But there are things, and obviously you don't want to be doing anything. If you are going to go and get a beauty treatment before your wedding, please tell the beautician that you are getting married, because there are some things that people don't recommend to get done because you'll need some downtime. Anyway, so the first thing that I would recommend is, in the week leading up to your wedding, figure out what it is that you obviously want to have. If you've not done it already and you've not had a trial or whatever, say you've just decided to wing it and you're going to do it without a trial, really nail down what it is that you want. Like eye look, skin, how do you want to look on the day? Have a million photos, it doesn't really matter, but the more reference points. I know a lot of makeup artists won't do wedding makeup without trials because it is so, you just don't know what you're going to get on the day. For me personally, I like to know exactly what somebody wants or exactly what they're thinking. I even get people to message me photos on the lead up so that I can have it clear in my mind before. But yeah, make sure that you're getting in your mind what you want, really precise on the lead up. For yourself, obviously the lead up, you want to make sure that you're keeping your skin really nice. So if you have problems with your skin and stuff like that, you might not want to change too much without consulting whoever it is that helps you look after your skin. So you don't want to be introducing new products or anything like that. The only thing that I would say is masks. You can use masks, but focus more on the hydrating side of it, especially if you have drier skin. If you have oilier skin, I would say introduce something that's got a wee bit more oil control in it, but nothing out of the crazy ordinary than you're used to. If you don't do anything skincare wise and you don't need to, then that's totally fine. But for me, being dry, I would literally mask every day. I would do a hydrating mask every single day. I would exfoliate every single day, gently, nothing too crazy. Dermaplaning has become a massive thing. I think it is quite pricey for what it is, but you can buy these little razors online and they're really not that expensive, and it is essentially taking the peach fuzz off your face. So if you're somebody with a lot of peach fuzz and you tend to find that your makeup looks almost like peachy, like hairy, then these are a really good investment. You can try this right at the start of the week before your wedding, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you're really careful, you can take all that away and you get such like a kind of more smooth appearance in your skin. You can probably see I have a really peach fuzzy face, and I did mine the other day, and you can see that just the foundation just sits really nicely and really naturally on the skin, and it doesn't cling to those wee hairs. So that really helps us. If that's something that you're open to doing, then obviously it'll get you that sort of flawless look in photographs. Obviously, if you have a lot of breakouts and things like that on your skin, avoid this like the plague. You do not want to irritate that anymore. That is where you would just focus on a lot of hydration. Get a lot of like TLC, a lot of really kind things into your skin. And you could go for a facial if, you know, if you wanted to see if you can get like some of the breakouts under control, but a lot of the time it's hormonal and stuff like that. So as long as you've got like a really nice smooth canvas to work on because you've really pushed the hydration into your skin, then it's going to make our life so much easier. If you're going to get like aesthetic treatments done, do it at least a month in advance. So if you're going to get Botox, if you're going to get fillers, do it at least a month in advance, because swelling, bruising, it can take ages to go down. I know they say like a week to 2 weeks. I've had swelling for over a month before. It's a nightmare. And then you're like, oh, that's what they look like. So yeah, make sure that it's done at least a month in advance, just so that you've got time to heal. Then obviously if you're going to be getting your makeup done, get your eyebrows done, whether it's waxing, threading, plucking. You can even use these to do it. But please, please, please get your eyebrows done. If you're somebody who does nothing with your eyebrows, go somewhere and say, look, I do nothing with my eyebrows, but could you just tidy them up so that when I get my makeup done, they're not a mess? Because I mean, I'm guilty of it. I barely do my eyebrows. I get sick of doing everybody else's, so I just don't do my own. But it can be such a pain having to then deal with somebody's eyebrows when you're not there to do their eyebrows. You're there to do their makeup. I always take a razor with me just in case, because technically it's not really permanent then, but it eats into the time. Bit of dust. It eats into the time and you're not getting as much time spent on the makeup as you should be getting. So if you've got untidy brows, just even, you don't need to change the shape of them, anything, just get them tidied up so that all the kind of stray hairs and that are gone, because us covering them up can just be a total nightmare. If you're somebody like me who, if you eat a lot of salt, you get puffy and swelling and swollen, then try and avoid salt for like a couple of days before your wedding, and it will really sort of help with like eye puffiness, jaw puffiness. Like if you get sort of like the puffiness, like I have a double chin, but like if I eat salt, it gets way worse. All of it sort of like, it's like water retention or whatever. A couple of days off the salt, things like that will just be so much less kind of puffy. So I mean, that's a personal preference. If that bothers you, if it doesn't bother you, then obviously, you know, it's just it's a cool handy tip to know. Sleep. Try and get a good night's sleep. If you're going to drink the night before as well, be aware that that can cause you to be a little bit more puffy in the morning. And if your eyes are a wee bit more puffy, especially if you're getting a lot of makeup put on, it can actually, like, you know, it can lead to your eyes being a wee bit irritated and a wee bit tired, and you don't really want that for your photos. So obviously you can have, I don't know, whatever with the girls the night before, but just try and get enough sleep. On the day, basically just leave it up to whoever is doing what. Your hairdresser and your makeup will literally kind of coordinate between themselves, but make sure that you are available and your bridesmaids or whatever are available to have their makeup done. That's it. Like, you don't have to really, if you've got a nice favorite moisturizer that you use that, because that will be your base layer, it will be your barrier, especially if you haven't had a trial, because we don't know how the makeup is going to sit on you. We don't know if you're going to react to it. It is just a kind of gamble. If you haven't had a trial as well, feel free to use your own foundation or request to use your own foundation, because I know for myself, there's foundations that make me break out, there's foundations that don't agree with me, they can give me sort of like not like anything too bad, but I can get like sort of a wee bit of a red rash. It will go away, but not the kind of thing you want on your wedding day. So make sure that, you know, if you're going to use a product, that you're not pulling out something brand new to be used on the day if you can help it. So if you've had a trial, that's fine. If you've not, and you have a foundation that you know is bulletproof and is amazing, you can always request to use it. But definitely always use your own skincare in the morning. Invest in a nice eye cream, a good foundation, and you can be using that in the lead up to the day. And I don't know, get yourself in some eye masks, some face masks, and you can spend the morning in those. and you can be doing, you know, your wee bits and pieces waiting for your makeup to be done, and it means that you're just really fresh. And I think that's pretty much it. There's not really that much. It's just a wee bit of forethought. Like, don't leave. I know it can be crazy busy in the lead up to a wedding, but if you just take time for yourself, because on the day, if your skin's broken out because of stress, if your skin is really dry because of stress and because you've not had time to do your nightly routine or whatever, or if you've had like a treatment done and you've not been able to do any aftercare after, or if you had to like have a chemical peel or something like that, like the week before your wedding or something like that, like take the time. It's part of your planning. Take the time to actually put yourself first and do these things, and then your makeup artist will be like, wow, what a canvas I've got to work on. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If I've forgotten anything, I'll whack it up on the screen or I'll put it in the description box below, but just a little bit. To be honest, it's mostly just like, think about yourself in the week leading up, like be a wee bit selfish. You've got other things to do, yes, but like take the time, have the bubble bath, have the face mask, have the girly nights where you're with your bridesmaids or your mum or whatever, and do all these things, and your makeup artist will thank you for it. So yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, I would love if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If there's any other things that you want to know, kind of what you should do to get the most out of them, like beauty treatments or that, there will be other videos coming. If they're up already, I'll link them up there for you. But if there's anything that you would like that you don't see, let me know in the comment section below and I'll definitely do that for you. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.